Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. In the previous session we have discussed about a relation, what is a function, and with the help of the definition of the functions we have derived few of the observations. We have derived 9 number of observations. We have seen those in the details in the previous session. Today we will extend our discussion further with few of the exercise or the simple problems on the functions. Here we have a simple problem where this problem states that let A is a set which consisting of elements 1, 2 and 3 and B be the set which has -1 and 0, and the question continues, and R be a relation. What is a relation? Relation is nothing but a subset of Cartesian product. So R be a relation from A to B defined by, it has been defined with the help of this. Here it is a R which consisting of the elements 1 comma ordered pairs. Okay, elements should be ordered pairs always. So it is 1 comma -1, 1 comma 0, 2 comma -1, 3 comma 0. So these are the elements of R and it is a subset of the Cartesian product A cross B. Okay, now we have a relation. The question says that is R in turn a function. So how do we understand this? How do we identify this? What is a function? Function is nothing but a relation. Then can all the relations be a function? No, it cannot be, but all functions are relation in turn. So R to be a function, the added clause is all the elements of A should have a unique element in B. For better understanding or ease of solving this, we will go for the help, we will take the advantage or we will take the help of something known as arrow diagrams. We are quite familiar with this. So I'll just try to write the arrow diagram for the given. So I'll take the elements, all the A elements of set A, that are 1, we have 1, fine, 2 and 3. Okay, 1, 2 and 3. What about this set B here? It is -1, 0, -1 we already have it, then it is only -1 and 0. Okay, we have two elements in the set B, -1 and 0. Now we need to map this. We need to map, here we know that by the relation R these elements are related or mapped to the other elements in the set B. Then if all the elements of set A has a unique element in set B, then this relation in turn becomes a function. Is that happening? We shall see that. So how do we map it? How do we map? So with the given relation R, 1 is mapped to -1. Okay, we will take this. 1 is mapped to -1. Similarly, 1 is mapped to 0. We will take this also. 1 is mapped to 0. 2 is mapped to -1. Okay. Then 3 is mapped to 0. These are the mappings that are given with the help of relation R. Okay, these are the mappings given by the relation R. Now recall the definition of the function. So will the definition of the function do the justification here? What does the definition of the function says? All the elements of A should have the mapping. Does all the elements of A have the mapping? Yes, 1 has the mapping, 2 has the mapping, 3 also has the mapping. The other half of the definition says that all the elements of A should have the unique mapping or the unique elements in set B. But does that happen here? Please observe, element 1 of set A is mapped to -1 and element 1 of set A is again mapped to element 0 also. Forget about 1, go back to 2. 2 has a unique mapping. Yes, it has a unique mapping. That doesn't make any difference. This is valid. And 3, element 3 also has a unique mapping of 0. That is also fine. But when it comes to the element 1 of set A, it has two different mappings, -1 and 0, which violates the definition of the functions. Okay. So by violating that, this R cannot be a function. R is not a function. Why? To conclude that, you can say that R is mapped to -1, sorry, 1 is mapped to -1 again the same element 1 is mapped to 0. So the element 1 of set A is mapped to two different elements of set B, which cannot be accepted under the definition of functions. So R can be a relation, but it is not a function. Here we have the next example where we have considered the same set here, A with the elements 1, 2, 3 and B with the elements -1, 0, and we have a different relation here, that is S. Okay, S is a relation from A to B defined by, you have the definition of S here, and it is it consists of ordered pairs as the elements of the relation. Then is S a function? Again, recall the definition. For the ease of solving this, we'll take this advantage, or we'll take the help of the arrow diagrams. So we'll try to draw it so that the representation would be easier and it would be easier for us to solve it. The elements of A are 1, 2 and 3. The elements of B are -1 and 0. Correct? Then how do we map it? With the help of the relation S. 1 is mapped to -1. Okay. 2 is mapped to -1, fine, and 3 is mapped to 0. Okay, this is defined by the relation S. Now, please recall the definition of function and try to map this. 1 or all the elements of A has the mappings. Yes, 1, 2 and 3, all the 3 elements of set A has the mappings. Half of the definition of function is accepted. The next half, it should have a unique element in B. So 1 is mapped to how many elements in B? 1 element, that is -1. So the unique element is mapped to 1, is mapped to -1. Similarly, 2 is mapped to 1 element, that is unique element, -1. 3 is mapped to 0, that is again a unique element. In the one of the observation, we have said that the image, these are called the images of these elements, correct? So pre-images need not be unique. So what is the pre-image of this -1? Pre-images are 1 and 2, it need not be unique. That is one of the observation, but the images should be unique. Pre-images need not be unique. So by this, S is a function. S is a function. It is accepted because it doesn't violate any of the conditions in the definition of function. It says that all the elements of A should have the unique elements in B. Done, that is accepted. So S is a function. Here we have the next problem. Let A be the set which consisting of the elements 1, 2, 3 and 4. The question continues, determine whether or not the following relations on A are functions. So can we define the relation or the function on a single set A or any other single set? Yes, it is possible. We can define Cartesian product on a single set A cross A, B cross B and so on. So we can also have the subset of those Cartesian products, that becomes your relation, and added clause on the relation will become a function. So yes, this is accepted. Then we have certain number of relations. They call this as relation. We need to check whether these relations are functions in turn. So the first relation we call it as F, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1, 3, 2 and 4, 4 are the elements of relation F. Okay. Now, so how do we identify this? We can draw the arrow diagram for the ease of understanding or identification. We can go with that. That is not at all a problem. But here, to save some time, we can also go with manual observation. You can observe the relation here itself. Your element of set A are 2, 1, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 are the different elements of set A, correct? Now, check whether all the elements of set A has the mappings. Okay. So 1 is there, 2 is there, 3 is also there, 4 is also there. But if you observe these two ordered pairs here, 2, 3, 2 is mapped to 3 as well as 2 is mapped to 1. Okay. So the other half of the definition which says that unique mapping, the unique mappingness will not holds good here. 2, the element of A is mapped to 3, element of A2 is mapped to 1 again. So element 2 is mapped to two different elements that are 1 and 3, so it cannot be a function. What cannot be a function? F cannot be a function. The solution for the first one is F cannot be a function because element 2 is mapped to two different, is mapped to 1 and 3. Those are two different elements of set B, so F cannot be a function. We will further move on to the second sub question that has a relation G, where G has certain number of ordered pairs here, 3, 1, 4, 2 and 1, 1. So we are talking about the second relation G. Here, what do we observe here? We have 3 ordered pairs. The definition of the function says that all the elements of set A should have the elements in unique elements in set B. Here, if you observe, do we have all the elements of set A? We have 1, we have 3, we have 4, but what is not there? The element 2 is missing. So G cannot be a function because element 2 does not have a mapping. So G cannot be a function. G cannot be a function. What about the third one? That is the relation H. What about the third relation H here? Observe it carefully. H, okay. It has few number of ordered pairs here, 2, 1, 3, 4, 1, 4, 2, 1 and 4, 4. You check for the first half of the definition of function whether all the elements of A has a mapping. Yes, 1 has the mapping, 2 has the mapping, 3 has the mapping, 4 also has the mapping. So is there any problem here? See, 1 is mapped, 2 is mapped to 1, fine. 3 is mapped to 4, accepted. 1 is mapped to 4, accepted. 4 is also mapped to 4. So if you write the unique arrow diagram, you can see that you have one more element, 2, 1, that is okay. See, if you observe that 1, if you write the arrow diagram, the element 1 is mapped to 4. Similarly, element 2 is mapped to 1, 3 is mapped to 4, 4 is also mapped to 4. See, here the element 4 of set B has multiple pre-images, but what about the uniqueness? What about the images? 3 has a unique mapping, 1 has a unique mapping, 4 also has a unique mapping. If you observe this 2, 1 and 2, 1, both are the same element, okay. These are the two elements of the relation H. So it can, the element in the set can appear multiple number of times. It doesn't have any significant difference here. So writing the element once or multiple times in the same set will not make any difference. So even 2 has a unique mapping itself. 2 is mapped to 1. Here if 2 had mapped to some other element, then that would have been a problem, but here 2 is mapped to 1 itself. So this 2, 1 and this 2, 1 is one and the same. So by the definition of function and with the careful observation of the H, H is a function. H is a function. Why? Or because it satisfies the definition of function where all the elements of set A has the unique mappings in set B. Continuing with that, we have the next problem where let set A has the element 0, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2 and the element 3. Now consider the function f from A to R. A we know what is, it is a set, and R is a set of real numbers, okay. R is a set of real numbers defined by f of x is equals to x cube minus 2x square plus 3x plus 1, okay, for x that belongs to A. So the x's are nothing but all the elements of set A. Find the range of the function f. It is already said that you don't have to find whether the given f is a function or not. It is already said. It is already said consider the function f. So it is already a function. Now we need to identify the range of the function. So how do we identify that? First of all, what is the range of a function? Range of a function is nothing but it is a subset of set B which consists of the images of all the elements of set A. For example, if this is set A and set B, and if I identify some subset here and it has the images, of all the elements of set A, then this is called as the range. And how do we define that? F of A. This is how we represent the range of a function. Okay, please recall this definition for the range of a function. Now we need to identify that particular set which consists of the images of all the x that belongs to set A. So how do we do that? First we will consider the first element of set A, that is f of 0. The first element of A is 0. So f of 0, what is the image of this? What is the image of this? How do we get that? You substitute the values by you substitute the x by the values, that is f of 0, 0 cube minus 2 into 0 to the power of 2 plus 3 into 0 plus 1. So what this becomes? This is simplified as 1. Once on simplification, f of 0 is 1. Similarly, we need to do it for plus 1, minus 1, plus 2, minus 2 and 3. So simplifying that, what do we get? F of 1, that is 1 minus 2 plus 3 plus 1. On simplification we get 3. Okay, yeah. Next it is minus 1. F of minus 1, substitute minus 1 and try to get the values. Minus 1 cube minus 2 into minus 1 to the power of 2 plus 3 into minus 1 plus 1. This will give rise to minus 5. Okay, on simplification, on solving that, we get this. Then it is minus 1 is done. F of 2. So for the f of 2, what do we get? For the f of 2, f of 2 substituting 2 cube minus 2 into 2 to the power of 2 plus 3 into 2 to the power of 6 plus 1 will give rise to 7. F of minus 2, substitute minus 2 there, minus 2 to the power of 3 minus 2 into minus 2 to the power of 2 plus 3 into minus 2 plus 1 will give you 21. Is it 21 or minus 21? It is minus 21. Okay, then comes the last element, that is f of 3. On substituting 3 in the place of x and solving it, 3 cube minus 2 into 3 to the power of 2 plus it is 9 plus 1. On simplification it gives 19. Okay, so we have the different images on the defined function f for all the elements of set A. We have the image 0 has the image of 1 under the function f. Similarly, 1 has the image 3 and minus 1 has minus 5, 2 has 7, minus 2 has 21, 3 has 19. So these are the images of these elements of set A. What is being asked in the question? Find the range of A. Range of A is nothing but the set which contains the images of all the elements of set A. So these are nothing but the range. So how do we represent that? 1, 3, minus 5, 7, minus 21, 19 is nothing but a range. So how do we define? F of A is equals to 1, 3, minus 5, minus 21, 7 and 19 are the elements of range of set of A under function f. Next, here we have the problem. Let function f be defined from R to R and the definition of f is f of x is equals to x square plus 1. It is defined, function f is defined with the help of x square plus 1. Determine the images. In the previous case you were asked to determine the range, but here it is asked to determine the images of the following subset of the R. Okay. So what is first one? First we will consider this, where A1 is a subset of R which consists of the elements 2 and 3. So how do I find the image of this? So to do that, we will have f of 2. So how do we identify the image of 2? Under the function f is f of 2, that is substitute x by 2. So on solving that, what you get? It is 5. Then so what do you get here? In the place of x, I am replacing the x by next element, that is 3. 3 square plus 1, that is 10. So these 5 and 10 are the images of the given f of A1 is equals to the set 5 comma 10. These are the images of the subset A1. For the second sub-question, that is second subset, that is A2, which has the elements of -2, 0 and 3. How do we identify the images of this? We have f of -2. What is f of -2? -2 to the square to the power of 2 plus 1, this is again 5. Then f of next element, it is 0. F of 0, it is replacing x by 0, this gives you 1, and next it is 3. In the previous case you all already solved it for 3, so it was 10, and it is same here. So what is f of A2? This set is 5 comma 1 comma 10. So this is the set for, or the range of the subset A2. We got the solutions for first and the second subset straight away, but here observe the third one. Okay, observe the third one, that is A3. Is it a set? No, it is not a subset. Here if you observe carefully, these elements are not enclosed between the parentheses or the flower braces. So here this A3 is given as a range. Okay, this A3 is given as a range. So we will write A3 as a set. How do we write the A3 as a set? So A3 is a set where that x belongs to the set R on which the function is defined, where this x will be between 1 and 0. So whatever it is given here, it is the range of the particular x that belongs to set A3. So on defining this, how do we find the relation, the image for this? F of A3 is equals to, how do we find the image for this? So with the help of f of x, where x belongs to this particular range between 0 and 1, then you put the definition of f of x. So how do we find the f of x? The definition of f of x is x square plus 1, where this x belongs between x lies between 0 and 1. This is the image of the given A3, subset A3. Similarly, if you observe the fourth sub-question or the fourth subset A4 also, this is not again a set. A4 is not in turn a set again, because even that is not enclosed between the flower braces. So here 1 comma 0 comma 1 was the range. What is this -6 comma 3 then? Even that is a range. The only difference is inclusive and exclusiveness. For example, I will just write the A4 here. A4 is a set which consists of x that belongs to set R, where that x lies between minus 6 and 3, but including that, okay. The only difference between the A3 and A4 is here it excludes 0 and 1, and the all other possible values the x can take. But here x can take including minus 6 and 3, okay. It includes less than or equal to. So this is the only difference here. It includes that, the rangeness. Then how do I write that? With A of f4 is equals to f of x, where x is between minus 6 and 3. Then the definition is f of a4 is nothing but square plus 1, where this is between minus 6 and 3. This is the image of subset A4.